And next we have Margaret, and she is in my hometown, Portland, Oregon. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, how are you?
What do you do there?
I'm a graduate student, and I write on the side.
Oh, our second writer of the day.
Writers with financial problems, right?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
I write fiction, and I do a little freelance writing on the side to make some money.
So what can we help you out with today?
I was listening to your show about a month ago, and I suddenly thought they might know the answer to this.
I hope so.
We were vacationing in Mexico, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and we got somehow bamboozled into purchasing a timeshare.
I don't think I've ever heard the word bamboozled used with timeshare before.
I'm sure. It was a momentary lapse of judgment that has turned into this albatross around our necks. So I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to literally get rid of this thing, sell it? Because what happens is they have these annual fees that just keep going up every year. At some point, it's cheaper to just book a vacation in Hawaii than to go to one of these, Mayan palace resorts.
Can you talk about why you think you bought into it in the first place?
Yes. We had a very persuasive salesman, and then they were plying us with margaritas and, promises of free rent-a-cars.
Free margaritas will do it every time.
So, next thing you know, we have a timeshare.
Have you used it at all?
We have used it. We've actually had a good time, but it's just not how we like to travel. But the other thing is you get these postcards weekly from companies that are claiming to get you out of the timeshare. They want money up front, and I think it's just a scam. So I don't know if there is a legitimate way to get rid of it, or if we're saddled with going to the Mayan palace for the next 50 years. All
right, Chris. Well, Margaret certainly is not the first to have this issue. This is not something that's easy to get out of.
It really is. I mean, here's the dirty secret of the industry. Margaret and almost everyone else that has bought into a timeshare is the victim of an aggressive sales pitch. And before we had the real estate crash, the rule of thumb was if you wanted to sell your timeshare, you would discount the price by 30 to 50%. Now, people have bought timeshares for $15,000. They're trying to sell them for $1 million. But the thing that I'm really happy that you said is that you've been getting these solicitations and you're wary of that. That's such a scam. I mean, I think this is one of those things where contact a developer, see if there's a point at which the developer will buy it back, and just release you from the contract. Right now, probably be a little bit difficult, but, it's always worth a try working with the developer. There's a pretty good website, the Timeshare Users Group. They seem to be following the industry pretty closely. Perhaps they can help you find a buyer for it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't thought of going to the resort and just standing outside where they're selling it to other people and intervening and saying, I'll give it to you for $4,000 less than what they're going to. Here, you can have it.
I think that's absolutely brilliant.
To the Mayan palace.
Chris, what happens if she just decides to stop paying for this thing, kind of does a walk away like on a house?
Well, it's pretty much the same thing as a house. There's this rumor that's been going around. The timeshares in Mexico, they won't report it to the credit reporting bureaus. They do. And the real problem is they have very aggressive debt collection agencies. In fact, a lot of the people who are in the timeshare business, that's one of their side businesses.
So, Margaret, it really sounds like the best option for you is going to be to try to sell that thing.
Yeah. And like I said, occasionally it's fun.
Exactly. So I'd be opportunistic. The moment you can unload it, and then you say, okay, I was bamboozled once, not again.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Margaret.
Okay.